and welcome to the Chinese Embassy, to our press briefing. First of all, I will have a few words to brief you on the latest information of the epidemic. And then I would be pleased to answer your questions. Over the past 5 weeks, a previously unknown virus, the novel coronavirus, has escalated into an outbreak of epidemic. The first infection was diagnosed in Wuhan, the capital city of Hubei province in central China, in late December 2019. Up till today, at 11 hours Beijing time, 20,471 confirmed cases and 23,214 suspected cases have been reported nationwide in China, among which 13,522 confirmed cases were in Hubei province, the epicenter. The total fatality in China rose to 426, and the number of patients being cured and discharged from hospital reached 639. Outside China, there are 151 confirmed cases in 23 countries.
How much? The number outside China?
151 confirmed cases in 23 countries. And one death, which was reported from the Philippines yesterday. So far, there are no confirmed cases in Africa. The Chinese government attaches great importance to the prevention and control of the novel coronavirus and has launched all-round unprecedented responses to fight the epidemic. On January the 20th, President Xi Jinping instructed government at all levels in China to pay highest attention to the development of the epidemic. On January the 25th, President Xi chaired a special meeting of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the Communist Party of China. That's the utmost top level in China. On the same day, Premier Li Keqiang was designated chair of the newly established Central Leading Group on battling the epidemic. And on February the 2nd, President Xi chaired a second meeting in Beijing to strengthen efforts in the ongoing fight against the virus. The whole nation is mobilized to fight against the epidemic. More than 1,400 people from the Chinese Army Medical Services were dispatched to Wuhan. At present, more than 52 batches of medical staff of 6,097 professionals from all around the country are working in Wuhan and other places in Hubei province. Medical supplies, including face masks, protective suits, and medicines, are arriving in the epidemic areas. Vegetables, food, and other life necessities have been sent from other provinces to Wuhan for the 9 million population there. A hospital with 1,000 beds by the name of Huosenshan was built in Wuhan. It was put into operation yesterday. Another new hospital called Lesotho with 1,500 beds is expected to be ready tomorrow. Both hospitals were built in 10 days after plans for construction was made. In response to the fast-spreading epidemic, strict measures have been taken to curb the spread of the virus. The Chinese government mandated a quarantine of the city of Wuhan on January the 23rd, and all 31 Chinese provinces and municipalities have taken measures on first-level response to the epidemic. High-level emergency alerts have been activated all across China, and vigorous public health measures taken to identify, diagnose, and isolate infections or suspected cases at the earliest possible moment. At the same time, the Lunar Chinese New Year holidays have been extended to keep the nationwide movement of population at the minimum level. At the moment, fighting against the epidemic has become a top priority across the whole nation. The Chinese government and people have full confidence and capacity to effectively contain and ultimately overcome the epidemic. At the same time, China is working closely with World Health Organization and the international community at large to contain the spread of the epidemic. China immediately notified WHO over the outbreak of the virus, and China identified the pathogen of the virus in record time and shared its genetic sequence with WHO immediately. On the 20th and 21st of January, WHO experts made a field study in Wuhan and discussed cooperation on fighting the virus with Chinese government and experts. And from 26th to 29th January, WHO Director General Tedros visited China and met with Chinese President Xi Jinping and other senior officials. As Director General Tedros and WHO press releases have pointed out, the Chinese government is to be congratulated for the extraordinary measures it has taken to contain the outbreak. WHO highly appreciated the commitment and seriousness from the Chinese top leadership. Its speed